Hey guys, welcome back with a video with Linksy. Today I'm going to show you how to play the first turns with Thorek Ironbrow. First you build the buildings and then you put your runesmith inside your army and kill this army over here. You should not auto-resolve it as you will lose your units. However, if you do fight the battle, you're going to easily win. Put your melee units to the sides, put your warriors in the center, the rune lords in the front, and you're going to be absolutely fine. Your grudge throwers should be able to reach the enemy and start bombarding them, whereas with your runesmiths start boosting the speed of your units, allowing the dwarves to run at a fast 40 something speed. Really fast for a dwarf. Now, when you're building the buildings, make sure that you build the army unit, so you get quarrelers in 2 turns. However, the other building is up to you. You could either go with the gold mine, or you could go with the growth building. It does not matter, either or is a really good. Now over here, as you can see, I'm trying to pin down the spider and Urkrok, giant spider. If you manage to kill it, you basically win this fight, and the best to kill it is with your quarrelers. Use your iron breakers to blow down the enemy as much as you can, and you're gonna be in a really good place. Over here I did a little bit of friendly fire, but none the matter. I pinned down the spider queen, and your longbeards are gonna survive, whereas if you out-resolve the battle, they would not have survived. Now the aim of this campaign is to be as fast as possible, and we're going up northwards towards Queek's capital, Karag, and we're gonna settle at capital, and we use it as our front line. Now, interestingly, this allows you to kill Queek before turn, and this is what we're aiming for. Now that you've killed this guy, you take the drink, allowing yourself to have a bit more public order. However, to have public order, you need to be in your own territory, so here I use the movement bug. The movement bug glitch is still there. This is the only glitch that I used in the campaign, and I kind of really recommend that you do it. You could not do it, and you could fall back, but then this guide would not work, and you're here to see a guide. Move forward as much as possible, and you should be able to win this battle. It's quite straightforward. It's an easy battle. If you want to fight it, fight it. Over here I auto-resolved it to show you that it can be done through an auto-resolve, and it does not cost you that much. You don't lose any units. It means everything will regenerate if you loot and occupy the settlement, and that means that your units are going to heal. Most importantly, only your melee units get damage, and this is a great feature with the new DLC pack, the Silence and the Fury. Now, over on this side, you want to upgrade and fix everything you can, and do so to see how much money it costs you. It doesn't cost you that much. You actually are in a profit. Build 3 dwarf warriors, and that's your turn. Now, do not forget, of course, to upgrade your heroes and put in research. Research-wise, you could go either way. I went very aggressive in this campaign, and I went, of course, with extra recruitment. Basically, I went to the extra damage for quarrelers. However, you could go for extra money if you're playing a much slower, much safer campaign. This will help you nonetheless. It's up to you to decide. However, I highly recommend that you go with higher damage, as this will help your campaign overall. For turn 2, what you need to do is simply put Thorek Ironbrow in camp stands around 50% of his movement up the pot, throwers and across, and that's all you need to do. No need to recruit anything. Put, of course, the runesmith inside the army, and then prepare for turn 3. Turn 3, you're gonna attack Mount Arachnos, and this should be a tough fight, or if you're lucky, you can actually auto-resolve it. I managed to auto-resolve it twice out of 5 times, so it's, it's more likely you're gonna have to fight this battle. It is not that difficult to win. All you need to do is just route the enemy units, but if you get to auto-resolve it like this with minimal losses, feel free to do so. It's going to be important. Sack this settlement. This is very, very important that you sack this settlement and not occupy it and leave your army there. Just stay there and chill. This is your turn for now, and you're absolutely fine. And turn. And now, next turn, you're gonna occupy Manor Across. This is to give you extra levels and also to help you in your quests. Your quests, you need to loot, sack, or occupy any number of settlements, and this will help count as 2 of those, as you can see up there. Now, this will help you get your legendary armor, as well as help you towards your path of confederating Karag. Get your runes, and this is important. You need the runes of Wrath and Ruin, as these are going to help you, and recruit more quarrelers. Recruit as many quarrelers as you can, as these are your best units. Now you can recruit them, because this is turn 3, and in turn 4, apologies, and now you're going to move to Karag root. Move 50% of the way. If you level up, again, over here, this is the passive income. It's based on the battles, and you should be absolutely fine. Just encamp over there, recruit more units, and now you move on to Karag root. This is turn 6, and Karag root looks like an incredible fortress to fight, but you have Dwarf in rune magic, and you're going to be fine. If you follow my guide, you're going to be absolutely fine, and it's a straightforward battle. Attack Karag root, and be ready. If you want to get extra research rate, just remove the research while you do this battle. It will give you a follower that gives you an boost to your research, 10% boost. Now, it's a big battle, let's go for it. This is a standard Skaven settlement. I've done this multiple times on my live stream, but what you want to do is put your army to the side, flank your army over there, put it in a way that if they use the menace belows for newer players, you can counter them, and you can do so without losing any units, or more importantly, ammunition. Protect your grudge throwers. You're gonna need them alive. They're a very difficult unit to get, again, because your growth is gonna be limited in this campaign due to the position you're in. Now, once you place your units in position, start battle. Break the tower as normal. This is absolutely as normal, but please take off the fire at will on everything else. You're gonna get units spawning in the middle of your army, and you want to protect your army as much as possible. Move your heroes slightly forward, as they sometimes spawn on your hero if you do so, and put your dwarf warriors to the left of your army, close to the wall, because they tend to favor spawning the Anis Belows over there. Keep in mind, this is how we're gonna use your magic now. Your magic is unlimited. You can cast it as many times as you want. The only factor is time, and you have all the time in the world. So are you going to sit here for 2 hours cheesing one blast at a time? No, not at all. However, you need to start casting this as soon as possible. So I move my runesmith to the front, and I start casting whenever I see a good blast. It does around 5 to 10,000 damage per hit, according to where you are. Whenever you can, shoot down those ratties and make sure they don't come back. The more of them you kill, the better, and try not to take damage on your units. That's 3 summons, and they probably have more. So keep that in mind. So as you see, I've attacked, he's gotten a few kills, and we've destroyed the tower. At this point, move Thorek and the runesmith forward, and move your archers also forward. Your quarrelers need to move forward. They have more damage in Thorek's army due to his, of course, legendary ability. Move also your iron breakers to the gate, and you're going to start battering down the gate at this point. Put your iron gator just in front of the gate over there, and put those 2 heroes there, and you're going to start battering the gate. Prepare your archers to start firing. Now we're going to create a kill zone, and with this kill zone we're going to do a lot of damage. Use the quarrelers, use the grudge throwers if you want to do some damage on top of the gate, killing those units as fast as possible. You're going to do just absolutely fine. Now, put your units similar like this, a semicircle, a quarter of a circle, whatever this is, and you need to be shooting into the backs of the ratties. Ratties are known, the Skaven are known to be backstabbers, but the dwarves have learned, and we have definitely learned. Now over at this point you can start casting those runes in positions where you see there's overlap. There's going to be a lot of Skaven in this fight, and these Skaven you're going to kill a lot. We cast that rune twice, and we did so much damage to them. This is mostly Skaven slaves, so they're going to die very easily. These runes don't do as much damage with armored units, however they are incredibly strong and powerful versus unarmored units, and we are lucky they have clanrats and Skaven slaves. We're killing quite a bit, and that is good. Now, start taking out the Night Runners, start taking out the Skaven Slave Slingers. I don't know why I keep saying Slaven Scaves. It's Skaven Slave Slingers, and start killing these units that are on top of the wall. Preserve your ammunition, because you're gonna need it, so don't fire too much, and organize your troops. Charge the iron breakers into the gate, and make sure that they have the melee on, because otherwise they will waste your ammunition, your precious iron drake ammunition, which you're gonna need very soon. At the end of this fight, the iron drakes and your runesmiths would have done such incredible amounts of damage you would not believe. You would absolutely not believe. Such low levels, these are incredibly strong units, and they are fun to use. They do have their limitations, but when used right, when used well, you're going to make big profits. This battle is quite straightforward. Why am I showing you so much of the preparation? Because it is incredibly important that you prepare your troops in the right position, because otherwise you might fail as your units might get hurt. Now, I was lucky I did not get Queek in this garrison. If Queek is there, Queek will shred your heroes if he gets into contact with them. So you are going to need to shoot him with your corridors. Just set one corridor, take your time, and let them shoot. Put your iron breakers right into the gate as you see me doing there, and let them fire. And now we let them come to us. Once you get into the gate, they will pile up around you and try to kill your heroes because they see your heroes are exposed. This is where you start shooting at them in the back, and of course casting your runes whenever you can. You could try and use your grudge thrower, but it's very, very difficult, and I would rather preserve the ammunition for the balance of power it gives you. Over here, we're gonna see some juicy runes. So you see the kills over there, you see the blast that's coming in. This is going to be juicy. Look how much damage we did, look how many kills, and you keep repeating this, and slowly but surely the damage that they take, they're going to start routing, their morale is very low, and you're going to keep doing this again and again and again. So over here, we're going to see a massive amount of kills, just absolutely brutal amount of kills over there, and this Caven will start routing. We're shooting at them in the back, we're making sure that they're suffering, and over here, Thorek and the runesmith are just making so much happen. We're killing whatever we can. I try to use my grudge thrower to do some damage, but it's not working. It kills a few, but it's not doing that much damage because, of course, the concentration of units is somewhere else. I also noticed that this is a good time to start using my beautiful Iron Drakes, and look at that. That is just a massacre. Shooting left, right, and center. At this point, the fight has been going on for quite a bit. I am jumping in and out of the area. My heroes, as you can see, my hero in general, have taken quite a bit of damage, so I'm now finishing everyone off with the Iron Drakes. There is the general or the leader of the garrison over there, and I'm just shooting at him from behind, killing the storm vermin while the Iron Drakes hold at narrow choke points. At this point, this battle is pretty much done. We've killed so many with just 3 main units and some supporting fire from the archers, who all got around 100 kills each. And at any point, army losses should be triggered, and you should be winning this fight. It doesn't matter if you don't kill every single unit, it's fine. You're gonna have an additional army for Queek, for Clan Morse running around, but by turn, I promise you, they will be dead if you follow this guide. Now, what is your next step? You've taken some damage and you're still recovering. Important is to notice here, the most important units did not take that much damage. And these are the corridors. The corridors are the backbone of your army. Without the corridors, you're not going to be able to do much. So if you keep those intact, you're going to be doing just well. Doesn't matter if your Iron Breakers, doesn't matter if your Longbeards or your Dwarf Warriors take some damage. Your heroes will recover very fast, and your heroes, after all, you're going to use them as casters for most of the time. They're great tanks. They do incredibly well with tanking, but they are mostly casters now. And this is what you should be using them for, because that is their main ability. They cast powerful magic. This fight is now over. They are about to break and run, and as you can see now, in a short second, we have won. And because we occupied Karag, we got Thorek's armor, which is a really good armor, adding a lot of resistances that you need on him. Apart from that, we're also building towards being able to confederate Karag Azul. Now, can you cheese it to the point that you confederate Karag Azul using 3 settlements? Yes, you can, and that's absolutely fine. However, there's no point in confederating with them, meeting Grimgor and having Grimgor declare war on you. So I tell you, hold your horses and wait. Your aim here should be to get your Carnosaur. It's your first quest, one of your first grudges that you can satisfy. That's why you need Karag Root, because it gives you the first ability to start forging the item that you need for the Carnosaur. Now, for this point, they have a very weak army over there, which you cannot really do anything about. You have your army, you're healing in the settlement, and that's it. You make sure you click back your research if you have done, like I did, to try get an archivist, and that is it. Now, I notice here that I'm going to have a rebellion Karag Zorn. That's absolutely fine. That is extra money, because my intent after this, and you should see this on the live stream if you are watching this, I'll be live streaming this campaign later on today. Or you could see the live stream, as I will link it down below after it is done. Essentially speaking, my aim in this campaign is going to be come back to Karag Zorn, free Karag Zorn from the rebellion, and then jump to Teotihuacan, I hope I'm saying it right, and blow them up and capture the Golden Tower. Capturing the Golden Tower is going to give me a second item, and that will finish one of my primary grudges, as you know now, if you've seen my video that I've done previously where I summarize everything that happens, changes to the dwarves. They have new grudges, and this is a perfect opportunity for us to satisfy the first one. Now we get a big choice to make. We know Queek is still around, we know Queek has a big army. We are a bit weakened, so over here, look exactly where I land my army, just not on that corner, just slightly behind, as you can see there, slightly even behind if you can, to make sure that you gain replenishment, and be in your underway. Move in your underway, it will give you resistance towards getting ambushed by the Skaven, and hence the ability to fight in the underway, where it is even better for you. If I was to auto-resolve this, I would lose the Runesmith, something I do not want, so I'm going to fight it manually and win. It's a simple fight. There's not much to it. It was just Skaven slaves and clan rats. You blow them up, you rout them off, and then you kill them. Queek ran back to his settlement, and now we're gonna kill him in there. We have to fight this battle again, because otherwise you're gonna lose your Longbeards. I'd rather not lose the Longbeards, but if you want to auto-resolve this, feel free. However, I fight this battle manually, and I get a decent result. It's a simple, straightforward fight, and it doesn't really cost me much. I win the settlement, and I occupy the settlement, and now I have a second region already conquered by turn 8. Turn 8, I have that. Now, I've gotten my Rune of Rat and Ruin. As you can see, now I'm going for Lightning Strike, because Lightning Strike is very important considering the amount of enemies we're surrounded by. Keep in mind, at this point, you're meeting a lot of new people, and you have orcs, you have undead, you have lizards, and everyone does not like you. There is even Bowmen of Orion, and they might attack you. They are crazy, they are wood elves. Diplomatically wise, they're not the best. Of course, you have the rebellion down there. Shouldn't be a problem. And of course, do not fight it with your garrison on its own. You could recruit someone to defend with, however, that's it. You could also have gone for the Halls of the Ancestors. It would have given you some extra units, but frankly speaking, what you need is to get Thorek's army down there as soon as possible. However, as you know, remember, Clan War still has a rogue army running around, but they do not have any settlements. So what are they going to do? They're going to take their first enemy, of course, anti-player bias, and we are counting on the anti-player bias. We're counting that they come to Karag or Root. How do we get that happen? Well, we just hope they attack us in the next couple of turns, and they normally do. And every time I played this campaign, I already played it 5 times, up to turn 20 and 25, to make sure that this guide is somewhat useful for you guys. They always come in at least 2 turns. And this time that I ran it, that I recorded it, I simply move Thorek on forced march to try also make him look like a juicy target and see what happens. Now, keep in mind that you're going to get rebellions. A way to deal with this is to rush build a tavern. You can do this instead of building your goldsmith. If you do build this instead of the goldsmith, you're going to be okay. You're going to be able to get Gotrek. Getting Gotrek means you have a second army for free, and Gotrek is going to be a really good way of balancing rebellions between your 2 regions while your main army is off adventuring elsewhere. The main problem with this campaign is you get spawned in a region which is surrounded by rather uncomfortable terrain, and it is very long, so it's very difficult to keep control of it. However, the bonus of this is you're surrounded by mountains, and it is very small passes. Most of the passes are actually choke point battles, so you should be always winning your fights with relative ease. It's just you need to make strategic choices of where you put your units. Of course, we get sieged right there as predicted. On turn 10, we have Clan Wars attacking us. We charge at them and we wipe them out. They're not gonna retreat, even though it's a minor army, auto-resolve, and you have killed Clan Wars by turn 10, one of the biggest problems for the dwarves in the early game. Doesn't mean we still don't have Clan Nation to fight, doesn't mean we still don't have problems, but this is good. Do not move out of the region. You're going to want to give this region as much balance of public order as possible. Keep in mind, after every battle, try to drink the feast. It's a new mechanic, and it gives you extra public order in your region. Forge fire is really important. I highly recommend it. It reduces the armor of enemies around you. However, sharpen weapons is fantastic. What does this do? Sharpen weapons is a new mechanic on the runesmith. It gives you 5% increase of your damage, weapon damage, or missile damage, and this is the best part, you can increase it to 10%. The sad part is that they've limited to one rune priest per army, and you cannot stack it. That would have been fantastic. However, it is what it is, and they have taken an opportunity of great cheese. These are the stats of Thorgrim's faction. The bonuses, of course, is focused on runesmiths, and this is his the old ways are the best, where he gives you armor piercing damage for your lord's army, extra armor, and reload time for quarrelers and grudge throwers, making them much stronger. You start with a variety of items, and of course with a couple of runes which you put on your units on turn 1. Highly recommend you put your runes on the grudge thrower, of course, so you have an artillery rune, and on the iron breakers, making them stronger versus large units. This is the forge, which I will be going on in detail in a later video, but this is where you can create your runes, can you make your runes, and forge the special items that you need to your campaign. The special item is the campaign mechanic of Thorek, where you go around capturing special settlements, such as Karag is one of them. They will have an icon floating on them, or basically a circle, and it will tell you what special units items you will get. This is used to fulfill your grudges, which are incredible. Now, that said, what should be your goal in this campaign as of now? It is up to you if you go left or right. I highly recommend that you go after the lizards, clean up the lizards, and secure that corner of the map for yourself. As you see over here, the orc rebellion is not going to be a problem. Now, I was talking about killing the lizards. Killing the lizards will allow you to have a very nice corner of the map for yourself, and it is jungle, which means it is green territory for you, because you are able to enjoy the terrain more because of your faction, allowing you to enjoy jungle. However, as you can see, it's the only green territory, so by the natural extent, it is the only direction I would highly recommend. This, however, means you're going to be fighting really strong Krogar early on in the campaign, and he will declare war on you either way, so might as well eliminate him. Secure your corner, maybe kill Malus and kill Clan Ashen, and you've set yourself off for an incredible campaign. If you've killed those targets and then start fighting with Grimgor, you're going to be able to confederate the rest of the dwarves, and from then on, the world is your theater. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, and if you've been here a while, thank you guys, and I'll see you again later. Bye bye.